Welcome to the Dark Side of Beast Rider for the fourth and goal segment. I am your host, Ryan Sakamoto, and today we're going to be breaking down all the news, notes, and quotes as it pertains to your Las Vegas Raiders. Usually every Friday, what we do, I call it fourth and goal because, we're going to be breaking down injury reports, transactions, all the news, notes, and quotes from the work week leading up to the big game, which would be on Sunday, typically Monday, Thursday, where the game is, and that matchup, and also talking about the other team as well, and then breaking it down as to what I expect as the game unfolds. So again, unfortunately, this is the off season, but there is no off season here in the DOB. And so again, I wanted to stay consistent with my scheduling. Yesterday, I was unable to do it due to scheduling conflict. I wanted to get another beat writer on with me every Thursday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Unfortunately, it's always on their time, right? Because they have to be the ones to have availability for us to have a show. So again, I want a beat writer on every Thursday. I'm very adamant about that. So every Thursday, we're gonna try to field a beat writer who covers the Raiders just like myself and have them on here and get their perspective because I think it's important at the end of the day. So again, I just want to say thank you to all the super chats, all the super stickers, all the super thanks. Mika from Germany again stepped up to the plate again. Sent me two super thanks. And again, he's on a different time zone. He's in Germany. Thank you so much, Mika from Germany. Really appreciate it. And he changed his avatar too. So thank you so much. I really like that avatar that you have going on there. So again, thank you, Mika from Germany. Koa Yoshida. If you guys want to send me a Venmo donation, Koa Yoshida, a few other you guys have done so over the past week. You guys can do that. It's in the description box below. My Venmo link is listed there. So at Beast Rider, right? You guys can find me at Beast Rider. And then again, Space Chimp, thank you so much for hopping on and kicking off this Aloha Friday in style. He says, excited for some OTAs and media availability in the coming weeks. Thank you so much for your super chat. Yeah, I'm excited too. And for those who don't know, let's just go ahead and dive right into it. So OTA, for people who don't know, stands for off-season training activities. All right, off-season training activities. And these workouts are going to be with the Las Vegas Raiders. It starts on Monday. So May 22nd to 25th. May 22nd to the 23rd is when we have OTAs, and then they have a day off and then re-kick it on May 25th, and then May 31st to June 2nd, and then again June 12th to June 15th, I believe. I got to double check on those dates. I can't remember. I memorized that, but I think those are the dates. And then they have mandatory minicamp. That's the one that the Josh Jacobs one, right? We were like, what's the one with the mandatory minicamp, right? June 6th to June 8th. So hopefully he signs his tender by then. I mean, we don't know. We don't know how this is all going to fold. But look, there's news around the league as it pertains to the Las Vegas Raiders. I'm going to get going on that. There's 14 of us watching right now. Give this video a thumbs up if you like what I have to bring on the daily when it comes to silver and black content. Look, how many beat writers do this Monday through Friday, have a weekly live stream where they just engage with the fan base? Hopefully everyone. Unfortunately, that's not the case because everyone's busy. Everyone has their own lives to live, right? Unfortunately, you guys are my lives. So fortunately for you guys are my family, literally. So I can do these live streams right now because I don't have a family, don't have kids. All right. So people say, how do you have so much time? It's like, well, I don't have a life. The DOB family is my life. Literally. But let's just go ahead and break down the signing. If you guys haven't heard the news yet, or don't follow me on Twitter or Instagram or any other social media platforms, you guys go on show me and show the love here in the DOB, not just on YouTube, but everyone's on Instagram. All right, I'm not dumb. Everyone's on Facebook. Everyone has a Facebook. I don't know if they're on Facebook. Sorry, Facebook. Sorry, Zuckerberg. Everyone's also on TikTok. You name it, right? YouTube, Twitter. So again, if you guys want to follow me and again know what's in, know what we're doing here before we hop on the live stream, a lot of times you can kind of gauge where I'm going with the conversation before we even hop on at 6 p.m. And again, it's all through the social media platforms that I'm on. So again, if you guys want to see and want to follow your boy here on all the social media platforms you're on, because you're already downloaded the app. I mean, who's not on Instagram? Who's not on Facebook? Who's not on Twitter? Who's not on YouTube? I don't know. But again, you're on one of those four platforms. And again, if you're on one of those four platforms, you guys can follow me at Beast Rider. The link is in the description box below. So again, there's a reason I put that up for you so you guys can follow me and don't miss a beat. All right. So again, let's just go ahead and break it down. I'm not going to waste too much time on this. People are, you see it right here, transaction. The Raiders add offensive tackle, offensive guard, Greg Van Roten. All right. Greg Van Roten is an undrafted rookie free agent who was tackled on, no pun intended, kind of pun intended, by the Green Bay Packers back in 2012. All right. He played in 10 games for the Packers from 2012 to 2013, and then he was released the following year in 2014. Then the Seattle Seahawks and GM John Schneider's, hey, let's take a flyer on this Greg Van Roten guy. I remember when I was covering the 49ers, I was like, who this Greg Van Roten guy who they signed? Well, it wasn't for long. All right. They signed him on February and then they released him in August. So he was one of the 53-man roster cuts. All right. So then he's like, okay, I'm out of the league. Then he goes to the Toronto Argonauts. All right. And plays for them. So again, you guys see where this is going. He's a journeyman, right? Not a bad thing, but he is a journeyman. So I want people to, oh man, this guy's going to be a starter. Let's face it. The other 31 other NFL teams had their chance at Greg Van Roten. If they thought highly enough, they would have signed him before the draft unfolded. All right. And undrafted rookie free agents were signed. So I'm just going to leave it there. But he does come with starter experience, right? He went on to play for the Jacksonville Jaguars, and then he was then released by them and then signed on by the Carolina Panthers, and then played for the New York Jets, and then played most recently for the Buffalo Bills. So all in all right, the guy has been a journeyman, and he can play center. He can play guard, right? He's not an offensive tackle, but he can be a swing interior offensive lineman. Again, versatility, not being a one-trick pony and building up the Raider way and GM Dave Ziegler's way, right? We talk about this here in the DOB. Let me write this down. All right, but to say that this guy's going to be a starter, he might be a solid backup, but other than that, I mean, we're kind of playing with a guy who's been a journeyman. All right, so he's been in the league for 8 years, right? He appeared in 93 career games, has 54 career starts. I mean, that's a good line body of work to work with because he does have starting experience. And again, if you're a rookie coming into your rookie season because you're a rookie, the NFL game is a little bit faster, a little bit stronger. You have to be a little bit more fundamentally sound at the point of attack. So again, down in the trenches, I can see why they brought up Greg Van Roten to kind of the other linemen who are already set on the roster, but then also push some of these younger guys. Hey, look, we got a guy with starter experience, iron sharpens iron mentality. I get it. All right. So again, came out of Penn University, not Penn State, the Ivy School League. And again, people are asking me what I think of Greg Van Roten. He's just a guy. He's just a guy to add camp competition. Now watch this guy be an all-pro. I'm joking. Vivid said, thank you, Vivid. He says he's a free agent for a reason. Thank you, Vivid, for chiming in. This is the first time you ever engage with us here on this platform on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button in the lower right-hand corner of your screen right now. I just stay up to date on all things Beast in real time. This is the very first time you ever engage with me, either through a super chat, super thanks, dropping a comment, or even this is the first time ever for all of that. Like I remember. I know every 5,200 people that subscribe to the YouTube channel and who have engaged with me at what point or another. How do I know? You guys are my life. Robert Davila says, Fire McDaniels, I'm done. Ouch. He's done. On to Six Soldier says, what up, Kim? What's going on? On to Six is in the house. I don't think I gave On to Six. Did you? Here we go. On to Six says, what up, Alice Ghost? Make sure you sub and hit that bell. My homie Beast knows what he's talking about. Alice Ghost is for sure on to Six. Yeah, thank you so much. And on to Six, did you recruit Alice Ghost? If you did, holla at your boy, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I see you pushing the Beast Rider movement. And I also see people saying, oh, Hunter Renfrow's going to be a post-June 1 designation trade option because of the salary cap. Who said that? Oh, we said it here in the DOB first. Did I not? Check the Beast receipts. They check out more times than not. But who am I? I'm just a beat writer who knows my stuff. Just joking. Kind of not. Kind of am. Kind of not. All right. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and talk about Greg Van Roten. That's the end of the conversation for that. I don't think he's going to be pushing like Alex Bars for a starting position. Now watch the camp battle be between those two guys on the right side of the line. But again, I like Alex Bars. I know people don't like it. I like Alex Bars. I like him. And again, you still have Hronis Grasu there. You guys remember Hronis Grasu, my guy who I covered with the San Francisco 49ers? You see my Locker Room Pulse interviews that I did with him last year? Me and Hronis get along great. And I actually had him making the 53. All right. Now, there's some reasons as to why he did. I'm not going to go into that. But I will say this. I will say they love Hronis Grasu. All right. They love Hronis Grasu. And he played guard and center, just like Greg Van Roten. So, just saying, the iron sharpens iron mentality is all there for you. It's not a one-trick pony. Can play the piano along the line, and you go on the flip side of that. Who else can do that? Number 7 at a Roll Tide roll, who they just drafted in the 3rd round. That guy is Byron Young. How about Tyree Wilson, who could drop back in coverage and the bind and take away underneath routes? Tyree Wilson. Come on, someone talk to me. Oh, man. All right. Robert Douglas says, if the Raiders win against the Bills, we got a team. They have to win against the Bills, and then they have a team. All right. Oh, Algo says, on to 6 and I are homies. That's what's up. And now you're here, part of the DOB fam, here on YouTube. Beast Nation, holla at your boy. On to 6 soldiers. I'm good, brother. Just working out and working. Oh, sorry. I'm good, brother. Just working out, waiting for the season to start. On to 6 says, hashtag, let me write that down. Yeah, there's 21 of us watching right now. Give this video a thumbs up if you like what I have to bring on the daily when it comes to silver and black content. And it really pushes the algorithm to us. We have 20 people watching, 21 people on this live stream right now. So that one person, if you don't mind, give it a thumbs up, and then we'll go ahead and talk more about your silver and black. A like is free 99, doesn't cost a penny. In fact, it actually helps us. And we have a lot of people who are on the hashtag let me write this down movement. That's what I'm going to say now on. And it's funny because I've done it with the Niners. I'm like, oh, welcome to, NinerFans.com. Well, in this case, it'd be DOB, Dark Side of Beast Rider. Home of the let me write this down movement. Home of the let me write this down movement. I'm your host, Ryan Sakamoto, the source of the hashtag let me write this down movement. The let me round down, that's the most ridiculous. I swear, people still do it. It's ridiculous. Delicate O-line is becoming a solid piece of our team. A lot of healthy competition. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, Algo says, hey, Beast, you think we should pay Jacobs? I absolutely do think we should pay Jacobs. Daniel Kim, I know you're in here right now. If you can find the breakdowns and the analytics as to what he was worth and breaking down Josh Jacobs' contract as comparing to the comparables to the other NFL running backs who are getting paid top dollar and what that kind of looks like. We talked about it a lot here, Al's Ghost. But if Daniel Kim can find that for me, he's one of our moderators. DK, if you can find that for me while I continue this live stream, that would be great, helpful piece of information for us here in the DOB. Look, I talked about it a lot. And in fact, it's up on the community page if I'm not mistaken. And now that I'm scrolling through, there's so many other. I'm scrolling through my own channel right now. There's so many things on Josh Jacobs right now. Man. Where do we start, guys? You just put Josh Jacobs Beast Rider, all this stuff pops up. That's how much we talk about Josh Jacobs. Oh, you want to see a good one? Look at the trade rumors back from 9 months ago during training camp on August 8th, 2022, when I predicted that Josh Jacobs would have an MVP type season, and people were writing me off. Got 1,300K views, and people were writing me off. That was straight from Raiders headquarters, and people thought I was a joke. They're like, oh, you're new. You don't know anything. I'm like, okay. Beast Receipt's going to check out. I may be new to covering the Raiders. I'm not new to being on the beat, coming over from the Niners. But that you could put that one up. Shoot, I might as well put that one up. That's a Beast Receipt and a half. But here, I'll put a few up for you. Let me just post it up in the chat here. So there's one for you. That was the August 8th, 2022, downplaying the Josh Jacobs rumors. Oh my gosh, remember that one? It's like, nah, man, he ain't getting traded. Oh, here's the one. And on March 7th, 2023, And yeah, if you want to search any videos that I talked about, just type in Beast Rider plus the name of the player that you want. I swear to you, I promise you 50 videos will pop up. All right, just search my channel, and here's another one for you. I mean, what you got? There's so many of Josh Jacobs. We talk every single day. All right, this one should have got more engagement than 31 likes and got 264 views. And let me tell you the reason why. This was posted back on March 8th, 2023. All right, March 8th, 2023 is when I made this video. And again, if you guys see what I had to say about that, just go ahead and look at the description box. There's an article linked to it, and I write all my articles here on YouTube in the community page on Instagram as an IG story. I do a lot of legwork on this, take up a lot of time in doing this. So again, if you guys want to know anything about any question you have, odds are we probably covered it. That's why I challenge you guys, and I want you guys to look at all my past videos. I mean, we're talking about videos from March 8th, 2022, before the draft. And again, that March 8th video still holds true today. All right. And again, that's why I say it kills two birds with one stone. One, it helps me in the instant gratification because it helps make me money. So if you can't send me a super chat or a super thanks or whatever the case may be, or a super sticker because times are tough, I get it. Just donate your time, watch all my videos, because then that helps me make money as well. And then number two, in the long-term gain, it helps us grow and reach our 10K milestone that we're road to 10K subscribers, right? So again, there is a lot of information here. Down says my post above is from April 16th, 2023. We talk about it a lot on here. A lot. Oh man, there's so many videos. Thank you so much, DK. I appreciate it. Yeah, there's like 3 videos right there. You can see the past, future, and present. I mean, which beast receipt you want, man? I got you covered, Alex Ghost. And again, you're gonna want to follow me because I predict the future. And I'm not afraid to predict the future. I love doing it. And I love calling myself out. That's why the beast receipts check out more times than not. I'm not afraid to put my beast analysis online. When people are saying we're going defense at number 7, when I say, nah. I think they're going to take offensive tackle. If they viewed Peter Skoronski at offensive tackle, they would take him at 7. I think they viewed him more as an offensive guard. That's why I rolled with Paris Johnson on the day of the draft at number 7. People, oh, no, they're not going to take offensive tackle. Peter King was in the war room, just echoed what I said, had predicted, and there's no way that was not true. Hands down. Trust me on this. As a beat writer, hands down. Trust me on this. Beast receipts checks out. Alex Ghost says, hashtag receipts. Yep, the receipts check out, my guy. I'm telling you right now. And like I said, am I right 110%? No. Why? Because if I was, I'd be a multi-trillionaire with a T. Not even a B. A trillionaire. A zillionaire. No one gets it right 100% of the time, but 75, 80% of the time? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Maybe a Raider YouTuber says, salute Beast, salute chat, facts Beast. You were the only one talking about offensive linemen at number 7. Yeah, you know the funny thing about this is people were actually throwing shade at me, like, oh, this guy's new. I was like, okay, you keep saying I'm new. I'm not new. I'm new to the Raiders, but I'm not new to covering all 32 NFL teams. I'm not new to mock drafting. I'm not new to being a beat writer coming over from the 49ers. I may be new to the Raiders, but I ain't new. And this is my second year. So it's funny because a lot of people followed me just for the draft coverage thinking that this was my first year. No, man, last year was my first year. I'm entering year 2 now. And so that's the thing about it is like, and no matter what profession you are, if people try to challenge your credibility or downplay your credibility, that's a direct shot on you as an NFL media member. So for me, am I going to let somebody just challenge my credibility without no substance? No, I'm going to say, go check the beast receipts. You don't like it? Swipe left. You have nothing to say now, huh? That's right. So that's what I'm saying. It's like people can take it 2 ways. Oh, you're cocky. You're this. It's like, nah, man. Like I'm just keeping it 100. You're the one throwing shit at me. I'm just defending myself in my analysis with the beast receipts. If you didn't like what I had to say, stay out of the kitchen. Psychedelic says, thank you so much for the super chat. It says beast. That's all I'm saying, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And like I said, I put a lot of work and effort and time and dedication into making these live streams, into making these mock drafts on all 32 NFL teams. Look, I run grades, 50 to 60 hours on film. You guys, anyone on the beat at Raiders headquarters, what I'm doing with like the majority of my time, it's watching film, getting the best content that I can provide you guys by watching film on the Raiders, watching film on the other 31 other NFL teams, and then also keeping on top of the daily grind reporting, right? It's a lot of legwork. It's a lot. And you guys can tell based on my facial reactions and based on how I look when I hop on these live streams from Raiders headquarters during the draft. I was down and out. My own family knows about this. I mean, this is nothing new. Like I said, I may be new to the Raiders going into my second year. I'm not new to having that unquestioned work ethic and grinding it out and doing what others won't in order to be successful and do what others can't, right? Again, the beast mentality is all of that. And then that's not even outside. We're not even talking about my bodybuilding grind. Like, I'm a sponsored athlete by Evogen, right? Like, I'm an NPC IFBB bodybuilder. So I do that on the side. I work out 4 hours a day. So on top of that, and then online personal training, online coach. And I also have a clothing line that I run. So I literally have like 3 full-time jobs, all in the case of 24 hours in a day. You tell me where the bandwidth is for me to just make stuff up. Man. But thanks so much, Psychedelic. I appreciate the super chat. It really means a lot, man. It really makes and helps these live streams move along well. And to be honest with you, it motivates me, right? It motivates me to push it through because at the end of the day, this is my 9 to 5, right? You guys know how many super chats I get on any live stream. But again, if you can't donate your time, if you can't donate your money, which is great, which is fine, right? Because times are tough. I understand. Just give this video a thumbs up. The 24 people watching right now, give this video a thumbs up. That is free 99. And then engage with me on this platform. And then also kill 2 birds with 1 stone by rewatching all my videos. Even if you watch the same one and you miss something, let's be honest about it. A lot of questions that people have when they cop on the live streams, like, man, we covered this already. That's why now I'm telling the mods, hey, man, we talked about this. Let's not rehash it because I have 3 full-time jobs, man. Let's just go back. Let them know where to find it. Because, again, I don't expect you guys to watch every single video in real time. That's ridiculous. You guys have a life. Like, trust me on that. Like, but, again, you only have 24 hours in a day to choose to follow who you want to follow, right? You can't just follow 5 people every single day. That's impossible. And keep up to date with what all those 5 people are doing. So you're going to have to pick and choose, right? And hopefully I'm your number 1 source when it comes to silver and black content from a beat writer perspective, and then giving you unfiltered access coverage found nowhere else on the web, right? On to 6 Soldier says, Beast is my inside information guy. Alsgo says, on to 6, now I know how you know your stuff. On to 6 says, don't let anyone know. Daniel Kim says, after listening to Beast Insight the first time and now many times over, I know Beast isn't about fan hype takes, but what is actually possible and probable. Yes. It's like when you, for me, it's like every day you take a quiz, right, in class. And DK, you know this because you're a teacher. Every day you take a test or you take a quiz, right? You have a quiz and they have a test at the end of the week. Okay. So that's how I look at being a beat writer, right? Who's there to grade your analysis? Nobody's going to call yourself out when you get it wrong. No one's going to praise you when you get it right, unless you're backed up by a huge network, which in this case, I am not. I'm backed up by myself. I did it with the 49ers this way, being self-employed, and I'm not going to change. I love doing it this way. I love to earn every inch I get, right? Everything in life is earned. It's never given. And so that's how I want to build up the DOB family, because hey, I grind it out. But at the end of the day, getting back to the analogy that I'm using when giving a quiz or taking a quiz and then taking a test at the end of the week is, who's going to hold yourself accountable? Yourself. Well, who's going to call yourself out when you get it wrong? Yourself. So who's going to praise you when you get it right? Yourself. Because why? Because who's self-employed? Yourself. So that's how I'm saying, like, I love doing it. And over the course of time, over the course of over 10 years, I've been doing this. That's why I'm not afraid to put my analysis online, because the people who try to downplay and throw shade at me early on, let me tell you something, they're nowhere to be found now, because the Beast receipts check out more times than not. I'm telling you guys right now. And again, the Niner fans know. That's why the Niner fans are still in here. That's why they still follow me, because they like making money. Some of them live here in Vegas. They use my picks. What I say, during the draft, boom, that's money. What I say, what happens on the over-under, that's money. Fantasy football, that's money at the end of the year for them. Trust me. My friends are all sorts of fans. They're not even a fan of a specific team now because they're so well-versed in the fantasy football space, but they make money off me. Hey, man, I like your analysis. Can you I'll swing you XYZ, and then you give me your take on this, and I'll play it this week. Boom, done. We all know how we did it on Discord. Alice Ghost says, it takes time to do your homework. Salute, Beast. Thank you so much, Alice Ghost. I appreciate it. Egalitarian, what's up, Beast? What's going on, man? How you doing? Again, we've been on for 30 minutes and 6 seconds. I just want to give a special shout out to those that already provided space super chats today. That is Space Chimp. Thank you so much for your super chat. He says, excited for some OTAs and media availability in coming weeks. Yeah, me too. Can't wait to hop over the fence here and be at Raiders headquarters. Psychedelic, thank you so much. He says, Beast, thank you so much for your super chat. If you guys want to support the channel here on YouTube, you guys can do that with a simple like. All right, there's 26 of us watching right now. Let's get those likes up. Hit the like button, smash it. Spread the word to all your family and friends on this Friday. You guys know you guys are going to be out. Memorial Day weekend's coming up. And again, people are here for all kinds of things. EDC, the Las Vegas Knights. I mean, a lot of stuff's going on right now. I could be watching the game right now. I could be at EDC right now. My friends are in town right now. But I'm not. I'm here with you. All right? And I do this because I love doing it. It's not like, it's not a pity party. I'm just letting you guys know, in order to be successful in anything you want to do, not just speaking for myself, but this is just the general life of the situation, is this. Like, the reality of the situation is, if you're not going to put in the work, someone else will. That's not life lesson number one. Life lesson number two is, no one's going to throw a pity party if you go off the unbeaten path, or whatever the case may be. And three, don't get upset for the work that you don't put in because other people are putting in that work, and then get upset at them for putting in that work. There's just so many layers to this that people get like really agitated about, like, oh man, like, he's really putting in that work. Is he really? Yeah, no crap. Then you hear other people saying they put in that work. It's like, nah, man, you really don't put in that work. I mean, let's face it. Do you burn 1,000 calories on a Stairmaster in under an hour as your warm up before the workout, before the pre-up? I'm just saying. Not trying to say how cool I am. Just saying, actions speak louder than words ever will. Kelly Joseph, the winner of the Beast Rider giveaway, says, write this down. Follow the beast, not the noise. I like that. Follow the beast, not the noise. I like that. I like that a lot. And the reason I say follow the beast, not the noise, and the reason why I like that is because I don't listen to the noise. I'm like GM Dave Ziegler. Maybe that's why me and him get along. Maybe that's why he yelled beast at the pre-draft presser. Look, I'm letting you guys know right now, I don't listen to the noise. I listen to the beast mentality inside my own head. If someone tells me someone's good, of course he's going to say he's good. Why would he tell me anything different? Oh, is the guy you drafted good? What is he going to say? No. No, man. Like, we really wanted Paris Johnson, but we took Tyree. No. I'm not just saying an example, right? Let's just say, for example, Tyree Wilson was off the board at 5, right? Let's just say, hypothetically, Tyree Wilson was off the board at 5. In my mock draft, that's what happened, right? Went off to Seattle Seahawks, coming out of the Big 12. You saw the same kind of dynamic that was working with Jordan Brooks, and they have a 4 to 5 people dedicated to the NFL player engagement department just for the Seattle Seahawks. I mean, I'm serious. They really had all the necessary resources to draft Jalen Carter. At the end of the day, I had them taking Tyree Wilson. That didn't happen. They took Devin Witherspoon. That screwed up the whole Raiders mock draft because they wanted Devin. I think if Devin Witherspoon or Paris Johnson was there, I wouldn't be surprised if they took Devin Witherspoon over Paris. I'm just saying, Devin Witherspoon was probably higher on a lot of people's board than people expected. And that's why in my thumbnail, when I said the pick was in, it was 2 players, right? Devin Witherspoon and Paris Johnson. It was not who? Peter Skoronski. It was not Peter Skoronski on the day before the draft. Oh, man. The original Surfer Bob says the Las Vegas Knights. What do you guys think about the Las Vegas Knights? Hey, they're doing well, aren't they? Aren't they in like the Western Conference? I've never. Okay, I'll be honest with you. The only way, my very first NHL game, again coming from the Bay Area, was up in the press box watching the San Jose Sharks. All right, up in the press box. All right, and people were like, "Oh man, like you have to go to Sharks games. Nothing like going to a Niner game. Nothing like going to a baseball game, watching the A's or the Giants. You have to go to a Sharks game." I'm like, Sharks game. I was like, all right, cool. Like I heard, like, oh, you can fight and stuff, the violence. I was like, okay, cool. But I was like, I know nothing about hockey. I'm just being honest. Well, because I worked for a startup called Fan Cave, I was the director of business development for that startup app, and they were based out of Mountain View. They had a freaking full on suite. That's why I met Mark Spears and some of these other people, right? Because we're all with Fan Cave at the time, and so we went up there, and I was watching the game. I was like, I have no idea what the freak is going on, but it's freaking awesome. Like you see the puck going like whichever way, and you see like people stopping. I was like, oh, that's called icing. I was like, oh, is that kind of like offsides? Like, okay, I kind of pick up some things, and then I don't know what the hooking and I don't know the hooking slashing. I don't know all that crap. Right? I just know that it's a bad thing when that happens. So you go in the penalty box. I get that. All whatever. But then as I was watching the game, I saw like these fights. I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. Like you're allowed to fight. Like you're literally allowed to fight. And like the audience got so crazy into it. It was just nuts. And so I was like, I wonder how the vibe is here in Las Vegas with the Las Vegas Knights. Let me tell you something. Las Vegas Knights, they run Las Vegas. They run Las Vegas. Just being 100% honest with you guys, if you ever come and make the trip to Vegas, you'll know that Las Vegas Knights run Las Vegas. In fact, when you go to Scrambled right down the street on St. Rose Parkway, it's all Las Vegas Knights stuff. They have some Raider stuff too. But it's all Las Vegas Knights. When you go to Juan's Fleming's Fajitas, right? Juan's Fajitas. Over in Henderson, it's all Las Vegas Knights. Like the bar is just Vegas Knights. Anywhere you go, it's basically Vegas Knights, and then everyone. I'm like, man, where's the Raider stuff? But no, I'm saying the Vegas Knights are hot right now. I think they were hot for a while. Jackhead says, Beast, good 3 rules on work ethic. Yeah, you know what? That was instilled in me by my parents, though. My parents had a strong work ethic. My dad hates it. He hates lazy people. He will never say he hates lazy people, but his actions will tell you he hates lazy people. Like he just hates lazy people. Like hates a strong word, but he hates it. Like, and my dad, I mean, my dad's a beast. You want to talk about beast? My dad is a beast. On to Six Sources Beast. What player from the draft will have impact starting day one in the Raiders draft or overall? If you're talking about the overall draft, and again, I talked to some people within some NFL scouts who are my friends. All right, will it be on the AFC East team, NFC West team, AFC North team? Look, I talked to a few NFL scouts, and they asked me, say, "Hey, Beast, every year we do this. After the draft's over, it doesn't make a difference, anyways." They're like, okay, so what's who is your top rated player on your board? And I said, man, you guys really want the answer to that? It's like, oh, we think it's Will Anderson. So it's Will Anderson. I was like, he's the next Von Miller. Oh, and then some people, he could be. And some, oh man, yeah, but he had a lot of talent around him. I'm like, dude, I like Will Anderson. Leave him alone. What Alabama product does not have talent around him? What LSU product does not have talent around him? What Auburn player does not have talent around him? What Clemson player does not have talent around? I'm just saying. The Original Surfer Bob says, no damn way on earth they would have taken Johnson Jr. at 7 if he was there. None. Witherspoon, maybe. Well, I hate to break it to you, but that is actually not true. In fact, it is a fact that they would have taken Paris Johnson at number 7. Number 2, don't take my word for it. Ask Peter King, who was in the war room and said, there goes Paris Johnson at number 6. They're starting right tackle. So I would strongly disagree with you, Original Surfer Bob, but hey, what do you know? What do I know? Well, I mean, that can be for debate, kind of. But you can't doubt Peter King, who was in the war room, right? You can't doubt Peter King was in the war room. And the Beast receipts check out, like that one. It's true. Why do you think Arizona traded in front of us, Bob? Yep, there you go. There you go. Original Surfer Bob says, I called them Las Vegas Knights instead of Las Vegas Golden Knights or Vegas Golden Knights. Whatever. Vegas Golden Knights, Las Vegas Golden Knights, Las Vegas Knights. It's the same thing. Same thing for me. Jack Canada says the Knights can kiss my butt. Watch the San Jose Sharks from the Cal Palace. Oh, you already know the Cal Palace. That is going way back. That's like the Marco Sturm days. That's like the Igor. Was it Igor Larionov days? Remember Igor Larionov? Who else did they have? Archis Urbe, the goalie. Remember him? How did I know this? I like hockey at once upon a time. I played the EA Sports game. Who else did they have there back in the day? That Tumu Salani at one point. Who else did they have? Yeah, a lot of players. Marco Sturm was like one of my favorite players back in the day. Marco Sturm. Daniel Kim says, Beast, when you lived in the Bay, did you ever go to Stein's Beer Garden in Mountain View? It's owned by a friend of mine. I actually did. I think I went to Stein's Beer Garden in Mountain View. That's downtown Mountain View, right? Or was it? Oh, no, it was. Is that the one? No, did I go to that one? Or was it in Campbell? I think I did go to that one. I want to say I did. I think it was like St. Patrick's Day. And I think they had Stein's beer. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. I think they had this green beer, and I tried this green beer that they had. Correct me if I'm wrong. If it was that one, then yes, it was in Mountain Dew. And it was in Stein's. If it's the one you're talking about, isn't that the one on the corner of the street? If it is, then that's the one. Yes, I've been there. It's good. It's nice. It's good. Actually, we had I think we had the riblets, the barbecue riblets. It was really good. Alice Ghost said it was on Castro Street. It's downtown Mountain View, right? Oh, man. All right. Lopeka K808 says, Aloha Friday, Beast. What's going on? How are you doing today? The Rosa Surfer Boss says, okay, like I care what old windbag P King, you mean Peter King, not P. GMZ like used that old man to spread disinformation. Wow. I'll let Peter King know. I'll let Peter King know that you said that, that it was false information from the war room and from everything that I was rolling on, and that Paris, we're both wrong. Me and Peter King are both wrong. One was actually inside that war room. I would strongly disagree with that. Actually, I would say I'm 100% right on saying that they would have probably taken Paris Johnson Jr. My opinion. Or is it? Jack Hanna, Jeff Rogers, and Marty McSorley fights were epic. Yes, they were. All right, John Leon says, salute nation. I think at this point, there's a lot of things that are being said on the searches. Your dreams, Jack. All right. So here, we've been on for 44 minutes and 13 seconds. If you guys want to send me a super chat for the work that I've done throughout the work week and have yet to do so, you guys can do so like Space Chimp and also like Psychedelic. Thank you so much. It makes these live streams worthwhile. And there's 27 of us watching right now. Give this video a thumbs up if you like what I bring on the daily when it comes to your silver and black beat writer content. I'm not a content creator. I am a beat writer. Give me a thumbs up if you like what I bring to the table on the daily, even the off season. There is no off season here in the DOB. People are looking for content. I'm going to give it to you because you guys are my life. That's why. You guys are my life. All right. So again, we talked about Greg Van Roten. I don't see anything special about this guy, but again, watch him turn out to be an All-Pro. Under Six Soldier says, Jack Kenneth says, thought Honda was in the war room only. No, Honda was not in the war room. Honda was in the media workroom with me, but none of the beat writers were actually inside the war room. So I don't know what Hondo's saying, but no, we were all in the media workroom. No one was in the war room. Like, I can verify that 100,000%. He was sitting right in front of me, to my left, diagonally, in row one. On to Six Soldier says, Beast, biggest question mark on the team, right next to Vinny B. On just like all of us beat writers. Beast, on to Six Soldier. Wow, if he was in the war room, that is a huge doppelganger act if I've ever seen one. Beast, biggest question mark on the team. Me. I'm the biggest question mark on the team. I don't know. I think we'll have to wait to see on that one. Lapaka K808, thank you so much for the super sticker. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. It says #1 fan. Thank you so much. I see it. I see it. Thank you. Thank you. I wonder if I could. Let's see if we could do this. Hold on. Lapaka K808. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And you know what? I didn't even know I could do this. You can do all kinds of things now on YouTube. YouTube's giving me these weird options. That is pretty cool. That's really cool. I didn't know you can do that. I can. Wow. So I'm clicking on it. It says #1 fan. It has a guy jumping up and down. That's hilarious. Thank you so much. Jesse Cartier says Raiders all day, baby. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And thank you so much, Lapaka K808. Where are you from? What island are you from? Oahu, Maui. Raiders all day, baby. I agree with you. I love the silver and black. And again, if you guys don't know, it's Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month. And I was watching the news here down in Las Vegas, and Sandra Douglas Morgan, right? Sandra Douglas Morgan? I'm dyslexic. Is it Sandra? It's SDM, right? Sandra Douglas Morgan, right? Gosh, I see. There's my dyslexia. Is it Sandra Douglas Morgan or Sandra Douglas? It is Sandra Douglas Morgan. All right, so she actually went on the news, and then I guess they had this little huge event at Raiders headquarters right across the street from my house, and celebrating the AAPI month that's going on and all their employees. So I think that's really, really cool that they did that. That's awesome. So if you guys don't know, it's Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month, and that's why on Netflix they have the AAPI movies there. And you guys are probably wondering, why is there a category for AAPI movies? Well, there you go. You heard it first in the DOB. Who doesn't watch Netflix? Come on. Jack Kent says, will On to Six cry if his Lakers lose? Wow. I don't know. That sounds kind of fighting word. The Lakers are down 0-2. And look, if you're asking me if I like LeBron James, I like LeBron James. People either love or hate him. Just like with Kobe Bryant, you either love Kobe Bryant or you hate Kobe Bryant. I love Kobe Bryant. And I was a Warriors fan, but I loved Kobe Bryant. Like, people can hate on that and think that's weird, but it's like, man, how can you not like Kobe Bryant? Like, how can you not respect it? I don't care if you like him or don't like him, but you must respect him. I was a huge Kobe Bryant dating back to the days when he came out as a rookie. He had to play alongside, coming off the bench for Del Harris, when they had guys like Nick Van Exel and Eddie Jones running the show. All right. You guys remember Eddie Jones and Nick Van Exel? You guys also remember who else did they have on that team? Cedric Ceballos, I think, was on that team, number 23. They had a lot of ace. I wonder if AC Green was on that team back in the day. I don't know, but he was number 45. I don't think Sedale Threat was on Threat was on the team. But yeah, there was a lot of players on that team. A lot of good players, a lot of all-star players. Shaquille O'Neal obviously was on that team in the early 90s, or mid 90s, I should say, not early 90s, mid 90s. I think it was 1996. But yeah. Thank you so much, Jack Kenna, for your super chat. I appreciate it. He said it's not showing up. Let's see if it's showing up. I'll check right now, Jack, if it is showing up. Oh, your super chat is showing up. It's right here. Will on to 6 cry if his Lakers lose? And it's up there. Now, if it was supposed to be a super sticker instead of a super chat, it would show up with a little emoji, like a little, what do you call it? I call it GIF, but is it GIF? I don't know. GIF, whatever. But thank you so much, Jack, and I appreciate it. Larry Fleming says, "What up, Beast? What's going on, Larry? How you doing? Happy Friday to you." All right. Jack Hanna says, "Beast, in knowing your fans, me and Onto 6 are buddies as Raiders fans, but don't like the other teams we follow." Ooh, interesting. So if that means you're not a Laker fan, then Jack. So are you a Warrior fan? And then baseball, you're probably a Giant fan, and he is a Dodger fan. I'm guessing. And look, those are fighting words here in Vegas. Like if you're like my guy, Harry Ruiz, who's a diehard Dodger fan, and I'm from the Bay Area, and I was like, I'm a Giant fan, but I'm not a diehard Giant fan. I'm not going to sit here and lie. But, I did keep up with the Sean Estes days, the Barry Bonds, the Jeff Kent days, the Darren Lewis days, Marvin Bernard days, the left-handed. Oftentimes he would lead off. Marvin Bernard. Yeah. Levon Hernandez. Remember Levon Hernandez? Dusty Baker. Man, those were the days. Oh, Jack Kenneth says Sacramento Kings and San Francisco Giants. Okay. Wait, Sacramento Kings of all teams. Are you from Sacramento? You have to be from Sacramento. You cannot say you're not from like Elk Grove area and not be from Sacramento, because otherwise it'd be Warriors fans. Otherwise you'd be a Warrior fan, right? But you like the San Jose Sharks too. So are you from like the Bay Area? Where are you from? That's what I want to know. Are you from like Modesto? Are you from like, let me think, Mountain House? What else is out there? Because that's going towards Sacramento. I'm thinking of the 580 when you go up 280 to 580 exchange there. Concord, Danville, Pleasanton, that's 680. But I'm just kind of thinking that way. Where are you from to be a Sacramento Kings fan? Jesse Cardino. Now I'm not hating on Sacramento Kings. Sacramento Kings, I thought they put up a hell of a fight. Jesse Cardenas, through Kobe Bryant was the biggest steal, just having a sacrifice. Vlade Divac. Yes, Vlade Divac. Lapaka K808 says, Beast, your memory is awesome. Look, I can talk about football. I can talk about basketball. If you want to talk about Sacramento Kings, we can go back to Vlade Divac, Mike Bibby, Bobby Jackson with the high knee socks, Peja Stojakovic, number 16. Who else did they have during that time frame? Hito Turkoglu. I loved Hito Turkoglu during that Lakers series because he would just go off randomly. He was like the X factor. And I like the Lakers. I like the Kings too. I just like the whole like rivalry. They had Chris Webber. They had obviously Jason Williams, number 55, doing all those crazy passes. Man, those were some fun times. It's good to see that the Kings are back on track. Remember Corliss Williamson? He the guy out of Arkansas. The 40 minutes of hell defense down with Arkansas. You guys remember him? I think he played with a guy by the name of Alex Dillard, who wore number 2. He could launch 3-point field goals from way downtown before Steph Curry did it back in the early 90s. Man, I could talk about basketball. This off the top of my head. We're just talking here. Give me a team. You want to talk about Seattle Supersonics? We could do that too. That's how old I am. Who's the Seattle Supersonics? Oh, Oklahoma City Thunder. What? A-Rod, growing up as a kid for me in the late 90s, early 2000s, it was Kings and Lakers fan. I was the only Warriors fan rocking my Chris Mullin and later on Jay Rich. Dang! All right, so the Chris Mullin jersey, number 17. I like it. Jay Rich, number 23. It was with that freaking annoying, I'm sorry, Warriors fans. I thought it was annoying as a Warriors fan. I thought it was the most cheesiest thing ever when you had that guy. What was his name? Thunder? Right? The little mascot, the Thunder. I was like, what are we doing? Like, why would you have a mascot named Thunder that has nothing? It was threw me off. And I didn't even like the jerseys. I didn't like the little lightning bolts on the side. Like, who are we? The Los Angeles Chargers or the San Diego Chargers at the time? Like, what's going on here? And then the little like a we call those things when you're on a horse and you have that javelin or whatever that thing's called. Like what are we doing? Like, just keep it simple. Keep the logo simple. Like, simple is better. Like the Las Vegas Raiders logo, awesome, timeless, classy as heck. That will never go away. I'm all about the classy look. Niners, same thing. Classy look, just SF. You don't see them getting all crazy. Green Bay Packers, classy, right? But then you see guys like well, I can't really say the Cleveland Browns. Well, it's classy, but it's really no logo. It's just an orange helmet, but classy. The ugliest uniforms, gosh, what is the ugliest uniform in the NFL? Like, I'll leave it up to you. I have a few off the top of my head that are really ugly. And then they try to fix it, and it's like, nah, man, just keep it. You just went back. Like, I don't understand when you just go back to the normal. I don't know. What's the worst NFL? I should put that on there. What's the worst NFL team logo? Mac Teddy, thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate it, my guy. And mahalo to you and your family today on this Aloha Friday. Look, thank you so much. Look, we're getting a lot of good engagement today. I wanted to hop on. I missed yesterday because it was a scheduling conflict. Again, I want a fellow beat writer every single Thursday because I think that's what's going to separate my channel from everyone else's is, again, it's not better or worse. It's just different, is the fact that you're getting beat writer access content, like from someone who works there. Like, where else can you find that on the daily aside from me coming on every single day? That's why I dedicate every Thursday to have another fresh perspective from a beat writer perspective, because we get paid to do this. Like, this is our jobs. Like, we need to know what's going on and surrounding the team. We're the pulse of the team, right? So whether it be Vinny B, whether it be Hondo, whether it be who else we got here? Myself, obviously, Case Kiefer, who we had on, Vic Tafer. It could be Tashawn Reed. It could be my guy PG Gutierrez, right, from ESPN. It could be, Adam Hill, Ed Graney. It could be any one of us. I mean, we're all cover the team on a daily grind. It could be Mark Anderson from the AP, right? So, again, there's only a handful of us that will hop on the show every Thursday with me and co-host it in a sense, because at the end of the day, I think it's good to get a fresh perspective from another beat writer, right? And again, I'm not a content creator. I am a beat writer, right? There's a difference between the two. And content creators are great. There's a space for that. And then there's also a space for a beat writer, right? So again, if you were to go to someone and say, hey, look, what's going on with the team? Would you go to a content creator or would you go to a beat writer? And let's say that you hear my take all the time. Like, no, man, I'm tired of Beast. I'm tired of your freaking Beast receipts. Okay, you're always right. I want to hear someone else, whether or not they get it right or wrong. And I want to hear their take. So that's why I was like, okay, let's get these guys on Thursday. I think that'd be good. And give them a voice too, right? Give them a platform. Because we all work together. I think it's all good vibes only, right? And iron sharpens iron mentality is always in full swing here in the DOB. D Menace is in the house. D Menace, I was waiting for you, my guy. He says, salute on to 6. Salute Daniel. Salute Dennis. Let's salute Dennis in here. I love D Menace. And again, if it wasn't for D Menace, I don't think we would be where we are today. D Menace was one of the first. Him and Daniel Kim both. These two guys are like the kind of like my how do I explain this? Like you have the front end and then you have the back end. D Menace, Daniel Kim, on to 6. All you guys are literally the driving force, pushing it on and modding the channel. That's like everything. Like on to 6 is always in here, modding the channel. Robert Pena is always in here on the instant replay. But all you guys do a really good job. I mean, that's why I love engaging with you guys. And again, there's no better way to say thanks than with the super chat. And I want to appreciate the people who sent me those today. So thank you, Space Chimp. He said, excited for some OTAs and media availability in coming weeks. Really appreciate it. My guy, Psychedelic, thank you so much. It says, beast. And you know, the funny thing about that is, if you guys are just new to follow me, my mom hates the nickname Beast, or she hated it at first. Because obviously you guys don't know, I'm coming from the Niners, and the Niners fans gave me the nickname Beast Rider. Actually, to be honest with you, it was 49ers Beast Rider. And so my mom's like, oh, no, because it connotates with the devil. We're Christian. We don't like that. And I'm like, okay, well, let me talk to the Niners about it. And I said, you can't really do anything about that. That's just the name that the fans gave with you, and you have to roll with it. So I'd go, oh, Mom, I can't do anything about it. Like, now I could change my handle. Sorry, Mom. So from that point on, she didn't like it. It wasn't until GM Dave Ziegler at the pre-draft presser walked in the room and said, Beast, how's it going? And then all bets are off. My mom sent me a text and she was watching the presser live. She's like, did GM Dave Ziegler just give you a shout out and say Beast? And I said, yeah. She goes, Beast in capital letters. And from that point on, it's now sticking in the Sakamoto household back in the Bay Area. So thank you, GM Dave Ziegler. Appreciate it. All right, Lapaka K808, thank you so much for your super sticker. He says, your number one fan. Jack Kenna, thank you so much for your super sticker and super chat. He says, well, on to 6 cry if the Lakers lose. Mac Teddy, thank you so much for your super chat as well. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. Yeah, all you guys have been doing nothing but good vibes only. And again, Mika from Germany, thank you so much for your super thanks. Again, if you're watching the replay, you can always send a super thanks. D Menace, Daniel Kim, Mika from Germany, been sending those super thanks. Thank you so much. And also, if you want to send a Venmo donation because you guys don't want to do it through YouTube, that helps as well. All right. And if you guys want to donate through Venmo, you guys can do that. It's at Beast Rider. You see right here. Is it right here? Right here. Here we go. It's right here at Beast Rider. And all you got to do is find me. It's in the description box below. And you can subscribe, or you can't subscribe. You can add me as a friend on Venmo to verify. Obviously, it's me. It's me. But no, at Beast Rider through Venmo, you guys can go ahead and send me a Venmo donation like Koya Yoshida has. Tracy did it yesterday. Tracy, what's her last name? Sanders or Saunders? Tracy Sanders sent one. Thank you so much, Tracy, for sending one yesterday. Also, Carol Livingston, thank you so much for sending me a Venmo. And that was actually for your husband who watches the show. And you made that little, it's like, oh, this is from my husband. You don't know me, but he likes your YouTube channel. And this is the donation. I was like, oh, cool. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. So yeah, thank you so much. I received those yesterday. And again, thank you everyone for that has been doing those through Venmo. So everyone has a Venmo. You guys can do that. I also have a Zelle. You guys can support me through Zelle as well. DMS says, hit that like button, nation. Yeah, there's 19 of us watching right now. If you guys like the silver and black content that I provide on the daily, be sure to hit the like button. We have 41 likes right now, 21 people watching this live stream as we speak. All right. So again, there's a lot of stuff that we can talk about. We obviously talked about the free agent signing of Greg Van Roten. Say that 10 times fast. Just call him GVR. All right. Making his way to LVR. That should be the tagline. But we're going to have to see how this is going. All right. We're going to have to see how this is going. But at the end of the day, the free agent signing was brought on to bring on the iron sharpens iron mentality. I'm sure everyone took notice of that and be like, oh yeah, starting experience. Is it going to start? Probably not. Is it going to be a serviceable backup? That could be a potential opportunity. It's a 50-50 coin flip at this point because we don't have there's a lot of undrafted rookie free agents. I have to get some starting reps and some live reps and kind of see how they do throughout training camp and OTAs and then forming the analysis there and then seeing how Alex Bars does in another year in the system. So again, there's a lot of different layers to this. Also, we don't know if Dylan Parham is going to take some starting snaps at center, right? Like we don't know if we're going to see that. And that's something I want to be keen on because I know that Dylan Parham can play center. I also know that he can play the right guard position where he played left guard last year. So again, could there be a game of musical chairs? We have to see. I think the best case scenario is you might see Dylan Parham, and you heard it here first. Let me write this down. You might see Dylan Parham, although he played left guard mainly last year, all season last year specifically, to move to the right side at some point in time to kind of get a mix and match and formulating his best five. And I think that's something that you're going to hear about in training camp. Coach McDaniel's talking about. We want the best five. And so there might be questions. Hey, why is Dylan Parham lining up at center? Why is Dylan Parham also lining up at right guard? But then he also played left guard mainly as a rookie last year. So why is he lining up at all three positions? Coach McDaniel's, but hey, it's training camp. We want to see what we have and want to see what we don't have. I think it's good to give these guys versatility and knowing other people's assignments along the line. Because again, you have to have a high football IQ to make yourself available in the Raider way. And again, you can't be a one-trick pony, as Beast Rider pointed out this time last year. And he also said that when formulating the best five, it's really good to see how Dylan Parham can do on the right side since he played that at Memphis. Now, let me write this down. There's a lot of different games we can play here, right? So again, what does the offensive line look like? You have to protect Jimmy Garoppolo. Trust me, I'm coming from the 49ers. I covered with the 49ers. I think I know, right? Everyone says durability is concerned, but also forget durability. You need the offensive line. You need to give him support. He's not a Pat Mahomes who can just run wild with his head cut off and make plays out of nothing. He's going to need some help. You're going to have to get him some help. Colton Miller is a strong guy, right? We like him. We like Dylan Parham. We like Andre James. We like Alex Bars, but you can always upgrade there. No offense to Alex Bars. And then obviously Jermaine Illuminor. You can always upgrade there, but I don't think they will. But okay, we don't know. Right? Let's face it. They're going to draft Paris Johnson. Don't take my words for it. Take Peter King's word for it. All right. All right. So we've been on for 1 hour, 5 minutes, and 54 seconds. We have 28 people watching on this Friday. This is a very successful live stream. I'm going to take a break right now. I'm going to be hopping back on. I'm just going to take a 5-minute break. I'm going to get some more coffee, and then we'll be running it back shortly after the break ends. So stay tuned for this. If you guys have any questions, please send them to me in a super chat. I will get to those first. But as always, I will get to everyone at the end. I'm not one of those people that says, oh, you have to send me a super chat or else I'm not going to answer your question. In the meantime, there'll be a 5-minute break. In this 5-minute break, give this video a thumbs up and also spread the word to all your family and friends about the dark side of Beast Rider here in Beast Nation. All right, I'll be taking a break and we'll be right back in 5. Stay tuned. All right, I am back. That was a short break. Oh, man. All right, I don't know who OG is, but rest up to OG. I guess he got hurt. Who's OG? How did OG get hurt? Hope he heals quickly. Hopefully OG's okay. Who is OG? I want to know who OG is. Prayers up to OG. Doesn't sound good. All right. So again, we were talking about obviously Greg Van Roten. Let's talk about Marcus Peters. All right. And again, give this video a thumbs up. There's 23 people watching right now. Marcus Peters to me, and again, we talked about this on earlier live streams. I think it was like 4 days ago when news came out. He came in for a pre-draft visit. He still has not pre-draft visit, excuse me, for a visit, and they didn't sign him yet. They rather sign Greg Van Roten before Marcus Peters. So what does that tell you about Marcus Peters? Right? Because think about it, right? Why would they go ahead? And again, if you guys don't follow me on Twitter, you guys should. All right, because I went ahead and talked about this. Right? If you guys don't know the news, they waived edge Brock Martin yesterday out of Oklahoma State, and he was part of the team's effort to build their 2023 UDFA draft class. All right. And so, again, the question is, why would they go ahead and waive an undrafted rookie free agent when you have OTAs coming up next week? Well, obviously, it's probably to add a player. I was like, oh, could it be Marcus Peters? Nope, it's Greg Van Roten. Because, see, when they signed Greg Van Roten, they didn't have to have a corresponding move, right? There was no corresponding move because, again, in the game of musical chairs, where roster depth is of the utmost importance, and you can only have so many guys on the roster on any given time based on where you are in the calendar year, they didn't have to do that because they got rid of Brock Martin because they knew they were going to sign Greg Van Roten and not Marcus Peters. Oh, man. So what does that tell you about Marcus Peters? Arkham Ritter says, salute boost, just getting home from work. Half my team called out, but the grind never stops. Half my team called out? Dang. I'm sorry to hear about that. You're working hard, bro. You're working hard. They probably called out because they're going to EDC here in Vegas. And I'm joking. But salute to you, Arkham Raider. He says, Arkham Raider says, salute Raider Nation. All right, so if you guys have questions, I got answers. Go ahead and shoot them over to me. Now, again, if it pertains to anything regarding the rookies, I won't know until I watch training camp and OTAs next week. So again, we're going to reserve comment for that. But if you have any questions in regards to anything else as it pertains to like the roster depth, who I think will shine as it pertains to the players who are coming back from last year, what my expectations are for those players, I can go ahead and give you that because I ran grades on every single player on the team. So yeah, go ahead and shoot them over to me if you guys have questions. If you have a super chat, shoot it over. Those will get answered first and foremost, and then the other ones will get answered secondly, but I will answer everyone at the end of the day as time allows. All right. And again, I just want to give a special shout out to Space Chimp. Thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate it, man. And these super chats really mean a lot. It really motivates me to hop on and do more live streams. Just to be 100% honest with you guys, it does support me, right? And Psychedelic, thank you so much. Lopaka K808, thank you so much for the super chat, and Jack Kenna as well. Really, really appreciate it. Will Alvaro cry if Lakers lose? And Mac Teddy, thank you so much for your super chat. Really appreciate those so far. If you guys want to support like those guys have before me, like Space Chimp, Psychedelic, Lopaka K808, Jack Kenna, and Mac Teddy, you guys can do so through a super chat or a super sticker, and it'd be greatly appreciated. And again, I get it right here. Actually, those get highlighted first. And so that's why I see it first. So there's a lot of comments that pull through here on various different platforms that I'm on. I'll be toggling back and forth, but those ones get pushed to the top because they are super chats or super stickers. So again, those will get seen first, but I will answer everyone. It's not like I'm not going to answer just because you don't send me a super chat. I think that's dumb. Jesse Carter says Ziegler must believe in corners that he has this year. I agree with you. I think maybe they're high on Jacorian Bennett. I wasn't so high on Jacorian Bennett, but maybe they're high. I wasn't as high on Jacorian Bennett as I am on Christopher Smith. Let's just put it that way. Their next Duron Harmon. All right. Oh, man, a lot of good things to talk about. Give this video a thumbs up if you like what I have to bring on the daily, and also spread the word. We're trying to hit 10K subscribers, all right? So if you're new to subscribing to the channel, or have yet to subscribe to the channel, and you like the vibe that I'm bringing here in my live streams and my silver and black content that I provide on the daily from a beat writer perspective, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on and flip on that bell notification. All right. You don't want to miss a beat from a guy on the beat. All right. And if you guys also want support through a super chat or super sticker, please feel free to do so. There's a lot of things we can talk about. One, if you guys haven't heard the news, we also have joint practice with the San Francisco 49ers. Although we do play in the preseason, we don't play in the regular season. Same applies with the LA Rams. So again, last year we had, and you guys saw my training camp videos with the joint practices with the New England Patriots during training camp. I posted all those up for you guys to go ahead and like and share and everything and steal for those content stealers out there who pretend they're there and they're not. The one thing that I thought was funny is I asked Coach Belichick, a question on Christian Barmore. Someone tried to pretend that they were asking that question, tried to revoice over my voice, and then recreate the video. That was the most amazing amount of work I've ever seen in my life. But those people that are out there. Arkham Raider says, Beast, will you be at the Raider versus Niner preseason game? I plan on being there, yes. And if you're asking if I could get credentialed, absolutely yes. Being a beat writer and coming over from the 49ers, so I don't think that would be a hard sell. I'm leaning towards it. I would say I'm 90% sure at this point that I am going to make the trip back to the Bay Area. It'd be good to catch up with a lot of coworkers that I worked with, a lot of beat writers that I worked with. And I know when they were here, I made the trip here to Vegas. It was a good time for all of us to catch up, and we just reminisce about the good times. And the 49ers beat's awesome, man. I really miss all those people there. But yeah, to answer your question, yeah, I should be there. And I know 49er fans who still follow me want to see me there. So maybe I'll do a meet and greet leading up to the game, like I always do. You guys know I have meet and greets back in the Bay Area, and then with the red carpet and everything that we used to have there. And maybe we'll launch that again. So again, stay tuned for that. But yeah, I plan on being there at the 49ers preseason game. Absolutely, at Levi Stadium. Jesse Cardia says, do you think this year they're going to rotate the starters with the second and third stringers in preseason? I think they're going to be cautious with Jimmy Garoppolo. I do. I think they'll be cautious with Jimmy Garoppolo. When it comes to second stringers and third stringers, again, I have to, that's a huge ask of me right now without me watching OTAs. Let me get through OTAs first next week, and then I can kind of give you a better gauge on what I think. Because again, I don't like doing things blind and giving you a false narrative when I have no substance to go off of. Like, there's nothing for me visually to see, hey, yeah, I think they're going to run with the seconds and twos and threes as opposed to more of the ones based on what I see in practice, right? So again, this is why you guys follow a beat writer. This is why you guys follow me, because I give you a beat writer perspective because I'm the one watching practice. And then obviously the content stealers can piggyback and say, oh yeah, this guy's looking good. It's like, how would you know that? You're not there. Oh, I follow a YouTube channel. I'm Beast Rider. Arkham Raider, I will be there as well. Tailgate with the Raider Nation, brother. What's going on? Oh, what gate are you at? What gate will you be at? I always come in through the media entrance, so I get special treatment there. Anyone who's in the media workspace gets to go on the left hand side, and then you circle way back, and then you park on the right hand side. But what gate are you at, or what lot I should say are you in? Are you in the green lot? Say you're in the green lot, man. Don't say you're in the blue lot. I'm joking. Let me know what lot you're in, and maybe I can meet up for sure. Absolutely. I love meeting up with the Raider Nation, as well as catch up with my 49er faithful. I know they're going to give me a hard time. They did the first time around, but it was all love. They really did miss me, though. They said, we wish you were back with the Niners. We missed your beast analysis, as one of the Niner Empire chapter presidents said. It's a good friend of mine. He said, man, like, I really miss you back in the Bay Area. I missed that. He's like, but he's like, I gotta be honest with you. He says, I now watch Raider press conferences because of the questions you ask, because we missed that with the 49ers. We missed how you used to say that with the 49ers and ask the questions. So, hey, we got Niner fans listening to Raiders press conferences now. How's that? And Raiders content here in the DOB. And I thought that was really, really humbling for him to say that. So it is like one of those things where you look back and every time the Niners play the Raiders or some, I mean, there's so many good memories there, right? But I'm creating so many good memories here. So the nation has picked up the slack in more ways than one. And they asked if I'm going to come back. I said, no, I like the nation. And they're like, man, but they understand it. They understand it. All right, Jesse Cardenas says, I think playing Josh Jacobs in the preseason fired him up this year to prove everybody wrong. I think Josh Jacobs deserves every penny he gets, bro. Like Jesse, I am a huge fan of Josh Jacobs. I love Josh Jacobs. I want Josh Jacobs to retire a freaking Las Vegas Raider. Unfortunately, it's not what I want. It's how I see things actually playing out, unfortunately. And let's face it, GM Dave Ziegler, coming from the Patriot way, the Raider way, is not valuing running back as a premium position to be paid. Right? Like, it's, again, do I value Josh Jacobs as a valued player, as an MVP type candidate? Yes. Would I give him whatever he demands? I mean, I don't know what's discussed behind closed doors, but potentially yes. Do I view him as a top 5 running back? Yes. In fact, he was the best running back in the entire NFL last year in not only rushing yards, but scrimmage yards. So the proof is in the pudding. And he did it with a shaky offensive line. I'm sorry. He did more with less than a guy by the name of Nick Chubb, who's also a top 5 running back, who had Joe Bitonio, who also had Wyatt Tiller there, who also had Jack Conklin there, their starting right tackle, right? And we all can talk about Jedrick Wills as well. I mean, that's 4 of the 5 guys that they had there, right? Now, J.C. Treader retired, but we already know where we're going with this, right? So, again, when you look at the comparables around the dynamics of the other 31 other NFL teams and circle back to Josh Jacobs and say, is he valued at that? Man, if I was Josh Jacobs' agent, I'd be like, hey, man, we're not taking anything less than what Beast Rider put out in that YouTube video. Arkham Reyes says, not sure yet. I'll be purchasing that soon. Still working out how many people are going to go to the game. Here's a funny thing, Arkham Raider. We have one of my moderators here. I don't know if he's going to be going to that preseason game, but if you're looking for a parking pass, we can link up and I can actually forward your information or have you guys link up and then you guys can work out the whatever on the back end of it. But it's 110,000% legit. Like, let's be honest. I used to sell my 49ers tickets all the time before giving them away. And let's just say I wouldn't be a beat writer if I was a scam or anything or a fraud or anything like that, right? So again, the people that I vet, I can tell you right now, my guy Jeff, who moderates the channel, he has parking. He has a parking pass if you guys want that, and then we can kind of link up. You guys can work out whatever it is, whatever the pricing is on the parking tickets. I never bought parking tickets at Levi Stadium, one because it was so expensive, but according to Jeff, and he's not wrong, because every time I try to sell my tickets, I noticed that they always ask, hey, does it come with parking? I'm like, no, it's just the tickets. So the parking tickets are worth more than the actual ticket a lot of times. I mean, not depending on the game. It's not going to be like $500 or anything like that. Or, I mean, it's reasonable. Like $100 or $50, whatever the going rate is, that's what it is. But yeah, if you guys want to link up, you guys can do that. And you got to be careful too, because some people make some fake old parking passes, man. And you get scammed. It sucks. All right. So we have 20 people watching right here. We've been on for 1 hour and 23 minutes and 19 seconds. If you guys want to send me a super chat or super sticker, let me go ahead and open that up for you guys. And again, yeah, they actually help push the live stream moving forward. And again, if you have any questions, send me a super chat. If you don't have a question, or if you want to just send me a thanks without sending me a question, you can still send me a super chat. Or if you have a question and don't have the time or don't have the means to send me a super chat, you guys can send me a question. That's fine as well. I'll get to those as well. Thank you so much for the Venmo donation. Just got this right now from... Oh, we have a Jesse, but it's not the same Jesse in here. It's not Jesse Cardenas. Jesse. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Where'd it go? Jesse Williams. Thank you so much. I appreciate your your Venmo donation. He says, keep up the great work listening on the drive home back from Manteca. Damn, Manteca. Crazy. A lot of you guys listen to my stuff back from work on your ride home as a podcast. And again, we do have different playlists Again, I categorize everything we do into podcasts and into playlists. So again, if you guys want to shoot that and see that, you guys can see that there. It's in the YouTube community page. It's also in the YouTube channel art as well as the homepage. So again, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. It is everywhere. All right, so I think we're going to end this live stream. We've been on for an hour and 25 minutes and 3 seconds. I just want to get a special thanks again to all the people who have donated super chats and super stickers. Space Chimp, thank you so much. I appreciate it. You've been awesome. He's excited for some OTAs and media availability in the coming weeks. And yeah, be sure to tune in to the Beast Rider channel here in the DOB. Here on Beast Nation, because I'm going to give you exclusive content straight from Raiders headquarters. Remember, I'm a beat writer. I'm not a content creator. So I'm the one creating the content because I'm a beat writer, right? Allowing content creators to do their job, right? So again, if you guys want to see and hear my perspective from the Beast mentality, you guys are going to want to tune in to OTAs, training camp, and preseason leading up to the season. And again, if you guys follow me, like some of you, a lot of you guys have, you guys kind of, once you're tuned in, right? I'm your vibe, and we're just going to leave no stone unturned as we keep things hot 24/7, 365. So again, thank you, Space Chimp. I appreciate it. Psychedelic, thank you so much. He says, Beast, thank you so much for your super chat. Lapaka K808, I've been seeing you more and more into these live streams. We talked about your dog the other day. Guessed it right, was half Rottweiler, half lab. So glad I got that right. And thank you so much for your super sticker. He says you're number one fan. Jack Kenna, thank you so much. He says, will Alvaro cry if his Lakers lose? And then thank you, Mac Teddy, for your super chat as well. Really, really appreciate it. So again, if you guys want to feel the vibe and you guys are watching the replay and you guys want to support Super Thanks, please be sure to do so. And then also be sure to hit the like button before you guys even watch the video, because it helps push the algorithm to other like-minded nation like yourselves as a recommended video. And again, we're trying to grow and get to 10K subscribers. How do we do that? You can kill two birds with one stone. If you're unable to send me a super chat or a super sticker, time is money, money is time, right? So how you kill two birds with one stone and helping the DOB here on YouTube, again, your time is just as valuable. So watch all my videos that you missed, and that will help make me money in the instant gratification part that we always talk about here on YouTube. But the long-term gain is it will help us grow, because it will push the algorithm here on YouTube to other nation like yourselves as a recommended video. And that's how we're going to grow. So you don't necessarily have to tell somebody, oh yeah, go follow Beast Rider on YouTube. I mean, that is also something that I want you to do. But if you're shy, if you're an introvert and you guys don't want to go that route, just watch all my videos. It'll push itself. All right. So watch all my videos, like all my videos. And again, that will push as a recommended video, and it's working. I know a lot of you guys are doing that already, because I'm seeing the analytics every single day. I go to sleep at 3:30 a.m., sometimes 3:45 a.m., sometimes 4:30 a.m. So at the end of every day around that time frame, I always look at my analytics to see if what I'm saying is working. It is. All right, we're up to 5,210 subscribers as we speak. Let's get that up to 5,220 subscribers by this time next week on Monday. So when we hop on for our Pick 6 at 6 p.m. live stream, we have 8 more DOB Beast Nation members here in the DOB. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys had a lot of fun. And again, we're leaving no stone unturned when it comes to silver and black content, bringing you good vibes and dark side vibes on the daily. Hope everyone has a fun and safe weekend. I'll be hopping back on Monday as we kick off our Pick 6 at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time live stream. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a good day. Beast Rider out.